Hey everyone! So, it was actually a pretty small week for reveals, all things considered, but a lot of cool things from basically partners with Hasbro have been announced this week. Before we get started, I really just need to give a massive thank you for all the love I got this past weekend. The Many Toys of Orion Pax is easily the most successful video I've ever had of Many Toys of. I think it actually is now the most viewed video of that entire series. Alongside that, people just were so lovely to me in my 20 years of Transformers fan video, and people liked the 10 favorite toys of Skywarp. All you guys were just really incredible, and I had so many great conversations with people in the comments. And I've said it a few times in those comments, but I want to say it here too. It staggers me that so many cool people have found my channel. I am so humbled that, because the thing is, everyone who comments on my stuff are always so nice and so kind, and even when they're pointing out something I got wrong, it's always in just the most uplifting way possible. You guys have been nothing but lovely to me, and I really want to thank you for that. But at the same time, this is a news video, so I should probably get to that. There were some sightings this week. People are finally beginning to find the core class for Energon, Galvatron, and Geocron. Alongside that, the Star Raiders are showing up at Walmart. I actually did find everyone but Cannonball. I only bought Filch, though. Filch is the only one I cared about, but I hope that if you're interested in any of these guys, you'll be able to find them soon. Personally, I really hope I find Cannonball. That's the only other figure I really need to find, but the rest I'd pick up if they ever went on sale. Now, this is technically not a sighting, but I do think it's interesting to bring up. There have been listings for a couple of things from Super 7. One is a reaction yellow Devastator, so G2 Devastator. But the really interesting thing is something called the Arc playset. And it's funny because I was just talking to someone the other day about how cool it would be if there was like a proper playset for Transformers again. Hopefully this is going to be big enough that maybe you could use like core class or new age figures in it too. But I'm so excited to see what this might be. Getting into some third-party love, there was some announcements this week. Actually, it was all from New Age, now that I think about it. For one, we're seeing their many variations of Snarl. So we're going to get a Shattered Glass version, a Translucent version, and a G2 version. I actually think that G2 version looks really sick. And then here's all the Dino modes. What a great Stegosaurus. I think Snarl's going to be a really nice little figure when it comes out. Speaking of little figure, right? New Age, that's their bread and butter, doing Legend scale. But they want to break in to Chug scale. This is their version of a Voyager-sized Megatron, and he just looks so good. He matches up perfectly with an Earthrise Optimus. Unfortunately, he's not going to pair up super well with the Commander Class Studio Series Optimus, but even still, it's going to be a good Voyager height, and he's just beautiful. It's literally just the New Age guy blown up a little bit and made a little bit more sturdy. I'm really excited to see how this might play out. Now some official reveals. And like I said, there wasn't much from Hasbro, but we got a lot from partner companies. So for one, 3-0 has a lot of new versions coming out. They're doing a second version of their deluxe Bumblebee movie Optimus. He's going to come with better paint. They're also doing more cartoon-accurate paint jobs for their MDLX Optimus, Bumblebee, and Megatron. Out of the three, I don't think I need any of them. I prefer the versions I already have. But I will say I do think Bumblebee looks better in the cartoon colors because it's a lot less yellow on the body now. Even still, great new versions of already really good figures. Funko announced a couple of things. We don't have any pictures yet, but they're going to do a Hot Rod with the Matrix of Leadership, a Cyclonus, and then a jumbo figure of Omega Supreme. I'm not really a Funko person. That said, I am curious what Funko Omega would look like, and I might pick him up just because I have a soft spot for Omega Supreme. Now, this is really weird. So Super 7's doing something called their Deluxe Soundwave. It's going to come in this VHS box. So I saw this and I thought, oh, it's the Ultimate Soundwave. And it's not. It's a brand new figure, and if anything, it looks more like the red Soundwave. Amazon exclusive here. I don't know if I would necessarily go for this. I think it's a good-looking figure. I'm just more surprised that it's its own thing. Like I said, it's not the ultimate Soundwave. It's a new sculpt, and I am curious. I would poke around with this if anyone I knew got it. I don't know if I need it. Yellow Park is re-releasing their versions of Optimus and Megatron in a 2-pack. This is supposed to simulate their final battle with each other in the original 86 movie. It's going to be pretty cool, a great way to get these guys if you missed them. And now, the rest of this is blockies. So first we're going to be looking at all their figures in the Galaxy version. These are the blind boxed ones. So they're going to do 2 versions of Optimus. One is going to be chrome painted, which is to say the painting is going to be very shiny, very metallic. The other one's just going to be the normal plastic colors. They're going to do cogless Optimus and Bumblebee. Keep in mind, these are all in the blind boxes. Still in the blind boxes, this is their normal Optimus and their Megatron. If you notice, this is the only Megatron toy we've had so far where he has the spoiler Decepticon logo as opposed to the normal Decepticon logo. And alongside that, we're also going to get cogless versions of Ironhide, Hound, and Wheeljack. Again, all these look really good. This is also, you can see they're doing the version of Orion Pax after he gets the transformation cog. So there's going to be a few different versions of Optimus in this wave. But of course, they're also going to do Sentinel Prime and his Viacon soldiers. Sentinel, I think, looks the absolute best. I really, really, really want him. And I love this pose. This is just perfect. I hope I can get a couple of those Viacon guys to go with him, because I would totally set him up on a shelf just like this. They're also doing Classic Class. So these guys are not blind boxes. They're going to be worth a little bit more money. They're going to cost you a little bit more. But they're going to be larger, come with more accessories, be better painted. These are great figures. They've actually done Classic Class for Rise of the Beast as well as the Bayverse movies. So this is just kind of continuing with that. So far, this is the only way that we've seen their Bumblebee. But we have close-up photos of everyone else. So here's what their Optimus is going to look like. Absolutely spectacular. Love how this came out. Megatron also looks really, really good. Love how they captured the triple fusion cannon. Elita 1 just looks like the best. I really need this Elita 1. But I might be a little bit predictable. I think the best looking one out of all of them is Sentinel Prime again. And you can see he's the full armored mode towards the end of the movie. This was the biggest reveal of the week to me at least. Because I just think this is a spectacular looking figure. It's not going to transform, but it will be super cheap. And I cannot wait to get my hands on this guy. And with that, guys, I think that wraps up the news video for the week. Like I said, there weren't many reveals, but the things we did see were pretty cool. And like I said before as well, thank you everyone for just hanging out with me and, making this past weekend just it was probably the best weekend I've ever had on YouTube. And I'm not talking about views or anything like that. I mean, just the amount of conversations I was having and how nice they were, how many people were commenting and just talking to me. It was the best. I think this past weekend has been my favorite time I've ever had making videos on TikTok, on YouTube, anywhere. It was just so much fun, and I'm hoping that we can continue having those good conversations going forward, because, like I said, I really lucked out. It would have been heartbreaking if the audience I had found were, negative or hateful or, just looking for a fight, but no, it amazes me that I lucked into such an amazing group of people who have taken the time to follow me. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being who you are, and I guess we'll see what we get up to next time.